Free money? I'm sorry, but I'm broke. Very broke. Yet somehow not as broke as you. Alrighty, well, hello and welcome to the channel. Blunt here, and today we're back in Way the Hunter 2. And apparently I'm starting off by getting a few dull sheep for money. Not exactly sure what was happening. Already had a bit of an interesting drive up, mostly because of my own incapabilities as a vehicle operator, apparently. Yeah, you know, early access, doing early access stuff and, you know, free money. So, after I get done picking up, thought I heard movement. After I get done picking up all my free animals here, the plan. Well, I have a mission to get a taxidermy going on of a grizzly and a bison. Now, the bison, I'm pretty sure what I want to do is I want to go and find that albino that's over where the mission elk is, over in that valley. And you guys go for a long time given the amount of damage I did. Oh, here you go. Oh, I was going to say that got me to 12, but you know what? Here's another freebie. I don't know. I also don't know what this white dot is that keeps appearing. But anywho's, so I think I'm going to go for that albino. And to go with the albino, I want the bear. Now, if you've been following this little series, the albino I got during the demo, but I have seen it. So I do believe that you start off with the exact same animals. Like at the very start of everything, I had the same animals. So I got that. I don't even think it was an albino grizzly. It was just so old. It was white, I think. I'm not 100% on that. I'm also not 100% I've picked up all my goats. Or sheep. Maybe I'll get Wilson out of the truck and confirm that. But since I had the save crash, where my save at one point was lost, I went back to this area to look for that bear and never did find it. As a result, I do believe it is still around here. I did find a resting zone for it. Matter of fact, I think I just found a feed zone, yeah, but I was actually up on this hill. So their area is huge. The downside, though, is that there is no way to track your time in the game. Like, I don't know of a calendar or anything. I don't know how many days it's been. When I got the grizzly bear, it was during the crossbow hunt for Patrick. At least I think, was it a crossbow or was it the bow hunt? I think it was just the bow hunt. Maybe it was something completely different. I don't know. But I don't know how many days I was in there versus now. And I do remember that bear being like 24 or 25 of 26 years. So if 3 in-game days is 1 year and I'm 3 in-game days further along in this timeline than I am in the timeline of that save, that bear's dead. It's gone. But I don't know. I don't know how sleeping affects your day, because I know they did some things in the first Way the Hunter where you couldn't just like sleep to fast forward time repetitively. So I may not have had I may not be as many days in as I think I am. Okay, I don't know where you're going, but somewhere over here, bud, I think. If I have missed any goats, I expect you to find the blood trail pretty freaking quick. So we'll just send him to search real quick. God, I hope that's not a sign of how today's gonna go. Anyway, since I know where the bison is, I'm leaving that one till second. Oh, look at that. I missed a goat completely. I think that was the first one. Did I just walk past it and... is the blood trail gone now that... Yep. Alright, good job, bud, but go home. Right, so my plan was to try and get somewhere up here and get a little bit of altitude, and I was just driving down the road when I saw the sheep being a bit sheepish. And yeah, I want to try and find the bear. Now, I have brought collars and all the gizmos with me, and the 338 as backup. But I mean, collars just don't work. Either they don't work or I'm not using them correctly, at least not for archery purposes. It doesn't seem to matter what species I try them on. So far, they'll come in, they'll go back and forth at about 60 yards, and that's it. Turkeys I had really bad luck with, but I mean, I don't know. So unfortunately, I'm thinking the only way to make this succeed is going to be to locate the bear and just sneak in if I want a sub 60 yard shot. But first I have to check an absolute massive area. God, let's see. Do I have info on the bear? The bear. There we go. So resting till 2 p.m. I'm pretty sure it's after 8. Yeah, it's 9. I do believe this rest zone over here is a rarely spot, meaning I need to go and hunt around for the other rest zone. And also, these circles cover a very large chunk for a bear. But yeah, so I'm going to keep going down the road. I'm going to get up to maybe a better glassing spot and see if I can't find anything. This actually isn't a half bad spot. Was it that field? I think that's the field where I even got those dull sheep. Oh boy, yeah, because I have one more level I have to go before I can unlock the scent lure for bear. And that's one of the missions I also have, is to get a bear via scent lure. Oh my god, this area, I don't see there being a better glassing spot, because up there's a lot of trees and I'm just not seeing any openings where I would be able to see like this entire valley. In all reality, it's the wrong time of day. I would have been better off trying to catch a transitional period where I'd be more likely to find it moving around. I say it because if I remember correctly, the old gal was just that, a gal, and I'm looking for, you know, does it matter? Pretty sure it doesn't matter. So it could be a boar. Like, I don't know what the new one is. Where the heck is it? Where is iconic pairing? There it is. It just says grizzly bear. Okay. So it doesn't care if it's a boar or a sow, but I don't know what it is. If I'm early enough that the bear I've seen before is not dead, it's a sow. But if it's been too long and that boar is dead and been replaced, or that bear, then I have no idea what I'm looking at or for. Did that make any sense? I may be over caffeinated for this. God, I'm just trying to, like, the areas are so big. My wind is not, what I don't want to do is go trompsing off through the woods over there or over there and have my wind rotate around and betray me. On the plus side, I was just sitting here thinking, no, I don't need to go in there. I go in here. You know, for some reason, I thought on my brain that I had something for bison. No, if it's not my encyclopedia, maybe it's in the store. I thought I saw something that could attract bison. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I'm in the wrong game. So, yeah, I think maybe I wander down this trail a bit further and just see if there's ever an opening where I can get some altitude. Go by foot, that way I can use my, hearing. Last thing, if you notice visual artifacting, like when that HUD elements start doing that in the middle of the rangefinder, that is not the game, that is Lossless Scaling. Program that I use to get automatic frame gen, or auto. Basically, it takes whatever frame rate the game puts out and bumps it up to 60 no matter what. But the lower your base frame rate, the more artifacting that occurs, but it's the only thing I can do to get my old machine to run this game at max graphics. And for the most part, it's not too noticeable. Is that something, or is that a bush? That's a bush. Okay. Oh, I know that sound. So I'm trying to get elevation to look back across. But I hear a bear. I do not see the bear, but I heard it. At least I think I heard it. Could have been the wind. So the problem is it's on the edge of my wind. It could have taken off. I'm going to circle around where I think it is. Oh, I think I'm hearing footsteps. I can't tell. Anyways, I'm going to get up and around where I think it is. Hopefully that'll give me... The wind's rotating. Like this... I guess the sun is coming up over there. I'm like, the sun's coming up. My thermals should be rising, not falling. But then again, I am on the cold side, so... God, this sucks. It's right in front of me and I can't get around it because my wind is rotating. Okay, it's somewhere up there. Okay, screw that. We're going down and around. I gotta get my wind to work. Why is it pointing at the bear? Like, why is it rotating like that? I'm on a slope. I'm sure I've left it in, but in case you're not hearing it, you can basically hear basically the bear's taking in deep breaths, smelling me. So it's picking up my scent. Oh, there I think I heard a jaw clack. Jaw clack. That was another huff. That's not good. So I see there's like this ridge here that kind of goes down in these trees. I think, frickin' hell. I think he's on the other side. But yeah, so I'm listening for the jaw clack, the huffing. The roar will be a pretty good giveaway, but roar also means that I've been detected. So right now, I much prefer the bear stays in the taking a deep breath and wondering if that was him, you know? That's close. God, how is it always on the other side of a tree? I don't want to use the collar. The collar will ruin this. That'll get it up and moving around, but not in range. I think I'm better off trying to sneak in. This is the problem with going low. It's gotta be right around here. Am I blind? Movement. I just saw it. That is a max age bear. 30 out of 30 at 69 yards. Wow, 30? Okay, I don't know where I got 26 from. If it steps into this opening. There you go. Now you hear it. Okay. So right there, that's about as far in as that animal would come if I used a collar. She's coming back. I don't hear her. I'm getting a ping, but I think she's behind the grass to me. Oh. Look at that. I'm going to turn off hunter sense for a minute, just so I can watch her a bit better. Like I'm pretty sure that's her back right there. What I need to do is I need to get to the other side. And actually, it's mostly just grass. Wait, am I seeing her? Oh, yeah, I am. That's 54. So that was 54 yards. The middle pin on this is like 60 because it's like 27 to 60, isn't it? Or did I just shoot incredibly low and just spook her? Wait, am I dumb? Hang on. It's like 27 to 60. Wasn't it like the bottom pin's like 80 or am I way off on that? Aiming assist. There we go. Toggle. Second. God, I actually don't like this. Okay. Can I use this tree here? Nope. Is there anywhere I can aim that'll give me... Yeah, 60. 27, 60, and then it's like almost right around 87. That's what I thought. Now let's get up there and see what I did. So what's interesting is how that bear is 30 out of 30, which would put her at the right age. Because I want to say the bear that I found last time was like 26. So that would mean that I'm 12 in-game days further along than during the last save. Oh, wait, is that blood? Oh, damn. Low volume, but I got a lung. All right. Well, my truck's all the way down there by the road. What are the chances Wilson can hear me from here? Hey, buddy. Do me a favor. Follow that bear. Where'd you go? Get over here. You have a job to do. Oh, wow. Like, I was pretty confident in the shot, but when... Oh, it's right there. I see it. But when the bear didn't seem to react, like, I didn't hear the sound of the arrow hitting. I didn't see anything to suggest, like, yeah, you not dead? You look dead. Okay. Like, I was missing some indicators here that was a good hit, which suddenly had me, you know, doubting and questioning everything. Life. All right, what did I do? Oh, it was high. So I actually only got one lung, but I 100%ed it, and the spine, because I was aiming uphill. Right. Because the shot just, it was 55 yards. Yeah, but I was zeroed for 60 and I was going uphill, so I should have held it much lower. Still, that's a 992 pound Grizz. It's going to get me 518 bucks. It is a Cerro, and it's not the gray I was looking for, sadly. But I do need a Grizz, so at least for now, we're going to take her. Now to go find that albino bison. Aren't you excited? Alrighty, this is the valley where I got my first big elk, and somewhere around here is bison. Now, the first time, or the first save when I went after this bison, I want to say I ended up like up there or over there, and I ended up shooting down with the rifle. Which, as I was about to say, means that that herd could be in any of these little valleys here, but if I'm lucky, maybe that's the herd right there. The question is that the back of the herd or the front of the herd? Well, that would be the front, or the back. Wait, oh, it's a bush, okay. It's like a light coming through a bush. Oh, shoot, there's one close. This one close could be a problem. Now again, I have no idea if it's still in there. I don't know how old it was when I started this save, and I haven't kept track, so I don't know how long I've been in this save. But I think my goal is going to be to get in these trees over here and just see if I can't get in a position to get better eyes on and possibly sneak in. Did I just see it? I don't know. This is going to be tough, especially when rocks keep posing a problem. I got this guy right here who's, I think he's just a loner. Is that the whole herd? Hey, don't tell me it's gone. Right? I didn't get it this save, did I? Slow and steady. There's the lone bull that's right on the other side of these trees here. But I need to get through to the other side. Oh, I think he finally saw me. Strange. Yeah, he's still calm. He was looking at me, but here's the herd I'm looking for. Downside is I see a nice big bull, except he's an adult. Dang. There's a mature. If I can't take the albino, then the mature is going to be my next best bet. And I'm just not seeing the albino in that group. So either I did get it this save, I could have sworn I've seen it, or it died of old age, because it's been so long since I've been over here, or I'm misremembering which save I'm playing, like as far as how many times I've had to restart, and I never actually saw it this time. God, look at that. Mature, broadside. Wait, what? Okay, still calm. The way he just kind of trotted off there, I thought he picked me up or something. Snuck around Gizmo down here down to like 60, 70 yards, but this guy picks me up at 150. That would be my luck. All right, well, I have a pretty good line of sight on everything in this group, and that's a good bull. 20 out of 25 at 44. That's a female. He's an adult. This one right here, looking like the winner. So I don't see the albino in this group anymore. That is a 95-yard shot. That is far. It's a 46% laying on the ground. Why are we... He's making noises. He's calm. All right. What was it? Hold C? There we go. If I could get him to 60 yards, I think I'd be happy with that. I don't know what's happening. Why am I crawling in the air? Okay. That terrified me a little bit. Why am I going... Oh, I don't... What? Go down. Why is this difficult? 88 yards. Just watch their body postures. I got a bad feeling this bugger here is going to be a problem for me. I could just be patient. He laid down, but that's not a bad shot. If I could close the distance. Now this one's moving away. All right. I got good wind. Why are you... You're still calm. Okay. Turn off the spotting info for a second. 73. If I could shave 13 yards off, he's broadside. Got very little crosswind. Hold. Just a cow making noise. 69 yards. No. Okay, wait, maybe good. That'd be a good shot if that cow wasn't there. I'm trying to stick to the lower grass where I can see a bit better. Okay, that cow just moved. 66. Can I shave it? 4. It's good. It's good. Here we go. He didn't put an arrow in, but hopefully that doesn't matter. Good hit. Oh, it was a good hit. Drop a mark. Oh, slow, slow, slow. I think he just went down. Oh, he's not down. Now he's down. Pretty sure I saw him picking his head back up before he finally collapsed. All right, well, I mean, I had 2 target animals and both don't seem to be here anymore. That's the downside. The upside is I still got decent animals. I mean, I got a 30 out of 30 sow. Not what you really want to go for, but still 1,000-pound Grizz and you're dead. So who's barking at me? Oh, they're just in the woods here. I see tails wagging. I see 0 movement otherwise. Huh. There they go. Okay, I was about to say, am I about to get another bunch of free kills? I shot them around here somewhere. Interesting. Like, there's the blood trail. Hold up. I'm just trying to trace this thing back so I can see where the initial hit was. Did I not wander over here? Oh, yeah, look at that. That's good. I don't know if this is going to work, but I want to try something here. Am I close enough? Whoops. Yes. They see the animal. Cool. Come this way, buddy. I just want you in the sun a little. I also would love it if I could get rid of the frickin' artifacting at the top of the screen, but you know what? This works. I don't know. So I don't know. I guess I've never really tried the range to see how far away you can be and still get them. But the fact I could drag them over into the sun, that's brilliant. All right. I did nick the rib, but it made it in for lung. And what? Where did I run out of energy? Just in there. But hey, you know what? It did the job. That was a 48% male. He was 20 years old, 2,174 pounds. Oh, Jesus. He only pays 30 cents a pound? Jeez. I mean, I guess unprocessed, but man, I want to find the place that's selling this for 50 cents a pound. I'd be there every day. But we need a taxidermy. All right, well, back to the truck and back to the lodge. Okay. What am I doing? Yeah, I know. Wait, damn it. Not this crap again. Iconic pairing, track. Is running a promo campaign for its popular diorama featuring a grizzly bear and a wood bison. Order one and get some money back. Okay. F, view. Oh, that's where you get the... Okay. Okay, so create a taxidermy diorama with a grizzly bear and a wood bison. How... I mean, I have this one in here. I don't think I can access this one, though, can I? No. No, I cannot. So I need a biggin. Something big enough to hold multiple animals. How about you? Big predator and 1 small predator fighting over 1 medium herbivore. Big herbivore fighting 1 big predator. That would be this one, right? Oh, except it's going to cost... Wait, can I not put a bear here? Change diorama. Okay. This one just says wood bison either way, so I think you have to put the wood bison down first. But either way, it's going to be like $7 grand to do that, and I have 2,300. $7 grand to get there. So I basically need another $5 grand, which even if I were to go bison slaughtering, that's 10 bison I need to go and drop, and I don't feel like abusing my herds as much. So. The mission is sort of complete. Now it's just money. Yeah, so since I need money, I think we're going to hold off on that, on actually putting them up, just because, like I said, I could go and take 10 bison and I would have enough, but I want to be a little more particular about what I hunt as far as the big game goes. I don't want to get in the habit of just taking out herds, and I just don't want to spend the time grinding the money right this moment. I'd rather come across it kind of naturally. But I will make a side note. I was originally thinking about doing a duck hunt today, but I had no idea how that was going to work with lures behaving the way they behave, even though I have pretty much all the equipment except the duck decoys, which I don't think are that expensive. But the one thing I'm missing is getting familiar with the shotgun enough to do that. And I wanted to kind of point something out. Now, I don't know about classic. I can't recall off the top of my head. But as far as I know, it like the only play Hunting Sim 2 is the only one to have skeet shooting, right? Where you could basically practice bird hunting with a shotgun in the air. And boy, that would be handy, especially in this where I am, having a hell of a time with shotguns. So I don't know. Let me down in the let me down. No. Let me know down in the comments, like, should I try duck hunting, or am I going to be kind of disappointed in the early access build? Because if not, well, I mean, there are plenty of other missions to do. Let's see. What could I actually do? I could still go after the turkeys. Still need to finish the hares. I need to find a wolverine and harvest it from a tripod stand. Wow, what fun that sounds like. It's possible. It is possible. Locating one and then trying to figure out where its zone is, setting up a tripod. And as long as I'm using a rifle, sure. Maybe with the stand I can get it in close enough to use a bow? I don't know, there are options. There are still areas of the map I have not been to. Not many, actually. We're finally starting to thin out the undiscoverable. I guess really just haven't hunted much of this area here and this corner here. I think that means that for the most part I have all the campsites too, right? No, I don't have the one very top, which I probably should get. I'm betting that there's at least one or two back in here, and I know there's one down here. So there may be more missions. Maybe I'll do some exploring and find out what other missions are. Also, at some point, I need to go back. I don't know how many days it's been, but I need to go back and check on that big moose and see how growing up has been. Hey, look at that. I have a mission I haven't picked up. What? Yes, I have. Have I not? What? Are you looking for a challenge? Zip up. Wait, how did I get... Harvest a mule deer shot between midnight and 3 with a night vision scope attached. This is bugged. Early access bugged, because I am now 100% positive I've already done this. There's also something walking like right down here. See, now I had picked that mission up, completed it, and then I found the mission again, and I couldn't recall if I'd done this save or not. And so I thought I was losing my mind, but now I know I've done it. Because wasn't that the last video? Was the night hunt? And I did mule deer? There's something just walking through the water down there. Oh, just a doe. Hunter scent caught? Yeah, probably. But anyways, yeah, that's going to do it for this one. What am I doing next time? I don't know. I think off camera I will go and I will collect the rest of these campsites and see. Oh, there's another one here I also haven't gotten. Jeez. Okay. I have a few I need to go collect, and probably another one at the end of this trail over here. So there's... scroll, damn you. Probably a few good missions I could go get. I like the missions. They give me a target. And at least right now when we have limited equipment, firearms, and animals, it helps when, I can only bow hunt so many things without functioning collars. But that's going to do it for this one. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, because there's buttons if you did, buttons if you didn't. And as always, buttons to push. Until next time.